regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their 5th-year quarterback.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From just shy of midfield on second down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on first down. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hauled in left side. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. And that was B.J. Ojulari on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third down from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 20. That's another.
First down from the red zone. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll throw it again. This throw is cut. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll throw it. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He puts some power on it. He's got it deep downfield. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancement. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
1-yard line.
Another try following the sack. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Gotta figure out this third down here.
Brings up third down.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. This time they're gonna get there and they drop him.
The quarterback taken
And the
down.
defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's fourth down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing off the play fake here. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they take him down right along the 30. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They go play action on 1st. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 2nd and 1. Complete to Pearsall. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get 6 more on their early advantage. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11.
14. Desperados 3.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense getting all set for this series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They'll throw on 1st. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
The 24-yard line.
Back now, pressure on its way. Brought in right side. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
San Antonio, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So that connection for a 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. It's a 2-score game early. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
That's another San Antonio first down.
They motion a receiver left.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
He tosses right to the short side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd and 14 now. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He has the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Now we're on the counter. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st. 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
To throw it on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Now this offense getting set to work here. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They're going play action. Connection made to Coleman. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line. It'll be a punt coming up for the Desperados. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Hits his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's the long back on the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They go play action here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. They're throwing it. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Finding Pearsall. And he's brought down for a loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they're going to have to regroup after this one. So it's the 2-minute warning here from San Antonio. The Bengals looking for a score before halftime. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Another carry for him. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Jared Verse on the tackle. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. They'll run it here on 3rd down. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Bengals football. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fits it through the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking for a target. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's caught for the first. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Caught near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. He'll throw it yet again. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bengals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one is stopped after getting up past the 35. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Dumped off to his running back. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll throw it. He's got a man left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Bengals returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They go play action on first. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing now from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Simple dive up the middle. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. They get 9 out of the run, but a chunk of yards remaining now on fourth down. Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Jukes out a one stop, and he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Ball on the 45, first and 10. A tight end in motion now. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. On target to Worthy. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Pass play now. Hauled in by Worthy. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That stop made by Derek Brown. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
And 7 at the Bengals 29-yard line.
From the 29. Finds him over the middle. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. 3rd and just 2 to go. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've got a man in motion. First down from the red zone. Coleman with the grab. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Catch is made in close. And in for the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Desperados make it 17 all. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to the air here. Pearsall there to grab it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Hits his running back. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Sideline throw is complete to Pearsall. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. And after the brief pause, welcome back to the NFL on EA Sports. We're receiver in motion going left. It is caught left side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket. So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Desperados ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Hauled in left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks. I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Right up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Play action on 1st down. Cut out left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. This offense ready to get going again now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in San Antonio. Desperados want to end it in regulation if they can. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Setting up a throw. Finds the in route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Back to throw. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. To throw. On target to Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll run now on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down for a loss. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. The kick is good. He got it. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. So something to be proud of, Brock.